Okay, hello, here we are with the swamp buggy circuit again, and this time we've got the wires soldered, and I've also this time, if we focus in a little bit now, we've also this time got a resistor already soldered in place and this battery connector to save a little bit of time here. Okay, now these are a bit more fiddly than the wires we've just done, because you have to, this resistor's already supposed to be messed about a bit really, but if we bend it round you can see it just flexes around the pin a little bit like that. Quite a fiddly little job, but as I say, the ones you get in class are going to be a little bit better condition than this one. This is just wrapped around the pins like so, and we then simply solder as we've done before with all the other components. Okay. Now resistors, rather like wires, are not very easy to damage. They're incredibly tough components. Remember that what they do is they resist the flow of electricity, rather like you standing on a hose pipe resisting the flow of water. And the one I've just done there is the 100k resistor, 100,000 ohms that is. The little one just there with the red band is the 1k resistor, and it's all on your sheet nice and clear. So the one I've just soldered is a lot bigger in value. Now I've got my transistor here. This I've had to bend the legs outwards onto. Please note on your sheet that the rounded corners face upwards. Don't put it the wrong way up. That could be a real pain to you later on. You simply will not get your circuit working, and you'll have to melt it again and reconnect it the other way round if you get it wrong. So let's see. This is a fiddly job because the legs of the transistor are not long enough to wrap around the pins. I've just got to rest them there, so a good partner is going to be really useful here. Okay, now see that moved, and I haven't got a partner here, and it moved around, so I let it set, and then I can move it so that these legs do indeed connect with the pins that I want them to connect with. So it's quite a fiddly little job this, but as I said, if you've got a good partner it's a lot easier. Now we bring the solder in like so to connect to that. This is a Darlington driver transistor, by the way. It's a special transistor which has got basically two transistors in one little package. When I've soldered that, what I would suggest doing is just get the pliers and see if that really has made a good joint. Yeah, that looks pretty good to me. And the transistor has to be the right way up, as I've just explained. Now, last thing of all, this motor, as it says at the bottom of the sheet in class, has a red connection here to this terminal and a black one to this one. Well, how do you know which one goes where? Well, the answer's simple. There's a little circle here, right on the edge of it, which tells you that's positive. So we have red as the positive and black as the negative. And those wires have been pushed through the hole of the terminal, twisted round, and then simply soldered. Okay, now that's all done, and it's pretty clear on the sheet. So what we're going to see now is just the last bit of the jigsaw here. We're going to just solder the motor connection into place. So I'll tin my soldering iron, keeping the flat bit against the joint, pushing lots of solder in for it to connect. I think I've got that one, haven't I? Yeah. I might just get my pliers here, because again, working alone is quite tricky in soldering. You can get all sorts of little things like steady hand holders and stuff which you can buy if you're working on your own, but you know, in class we've got the benefit of having some good teamwork chances with our friends to get it right. Now that should be a circuit which works, and when I say work, what should happen is when you put the batteries in, we can pan out slightly now. When we put the batteries in, it shouldn't go on straight away necessarily. What it should do is when I lick my fingers like this and then touch the two probes, we should hear the motor going. Let's see if it works. I don't know if you can hear that, but that definitely works really well. Same thing happens if you touch the wires together. So that is the swamp buggy circuit. It's physically possible to make one within an hour if you've got a good partner. Some people manage that, but if you take a little longer, not a problem as long as you get it right, because with electronics it has to be 100% right or it doesn't work at all. Okay, good luck when you do yours. Off you go.